What's up, guys? Crackerjack here. This game I get the Moab using PP90 rapid fire and extended mags, which this is my first Moab, well, this is an old gameplay, but this was my first Moab where I wasn't using the silencer, so I was pretty happy about that. It's not that fast like a lot of my Moabs, because usually like when I'm going for a Moab, I still rush, but not as hard as if I'm going to assault and stuff. But for me, it's harder to get Moabs with unsilenced weapons. Well, probably for most people, just because they can see you on the radar. But there's kind of an upside and a downside to having an unsilenced weapon. The upside is that you can have an extra attachment if you like using the attachment proficiency. Like you can use rapid fire and extended mags, or red dot and extended mags, or whatever you want. That's good with that gun. But you're seen on radar. And with if you have a silencer, you can only use one other attachment besides that. If you use an attachment, if you're using the attachment proficiency, or you can just use like range, kick, or focus, or something like that, and only have a silencer. But that keeps you off the radar. That keeps you off the radar from when you shoot your gun. So if you're trying to flank somebody, they won't see you, or they won't hear you and see you on the minimap. But I was running, like when I run a silencer, if I'm going for assault kill streaks, and I'm rushing really hard and I'm trying to flank them, I like to use assassin, even though that's really newbie, just because if you're behind a lot of guys, maybe 2 or 3 guys, and they call in a UAV, then they can see you and they're just gonna turn on you immediately and just kill you. But if you didn't have a silencer, you would probably kill 2 of them, and maybe the last guy would kill you or something like that. But if you have assassin and a suppressor on your gun and they call in a UAV, it doesn't matter, and you can just rush up behind them and kill them. So when I'm trying to flank, get high kill streaks or something like that, I'll use assassin. But I'll only use assassin if I'm not using specialist. If I'm using specialist, I'll use hardline, and then, or in this game I use hardline and then got 1 kill for assassin. But I don't really like that anymore. Now I like using scavenger first, then hardline, and then steady aim or then silent, and then what I put in my specialist is sleight of hand, and my specialist first, and then assassin, and then whatever the third perk doesn't matter, extreme conditioning. But that's just what I like to do now. But in this game, obviously I wasn't using suppressor, which put me on the radar when I shot. So I try to flank people, but it's harder. It's a lot harder because they can see you. No homo. They can see you when you're up behind them. And like there's many cases in this game where I rush up behind 2 or 3 guys, and I just like one of them turns around because I'm on the minimap, which can ruin a streak or mess up something, mess up a triple kill, mess up a quad. But what also counters that besides UAVs, if you don't have assassin, is portable radars and claymores and stuff, or mostly portable radars. I hate portable radars just because it's cheap. Think about it. You could throw down, you can pretty much throw down a little UAV, and you can see everybody who has it, just like a UAV, if they don't have assassin. And now it's gotten to the point where not too many people are calling up UAVs, so people don't run assassin as much, which is really good. But people don't run assassin as much, so that means those portable radars are even worse. They can see the whole team. And I would understand if those portable radars were only for you, but they're not. They're for the whole team, where it's like where everybody can see them. And if the full team is just trying to piss people off for being a noob and and they're all running portable radars, they could cover at least half of the map with those things, because those things have a big spread distance to cover. But that's the last death. I think I go on the Moab here, and then it lasts almost all to the game. No, I go on the Moab in a little bit. But so yeah, this is the Moab streak. But I was playing with a couple friends in this game, which is like 90% why I got the Moab. Oh, look at that! I died here because of that C4, and it got me distracted. But that's like 90% why I got the Moab, just because like friends can cover your back, and most of my friends are good, or at least semi decent. So so they can cover my back and they can kind of call people out, and they just don't die like they don't die as much as noobs on your team. So that means the other team doesn't get as many like UAV kind of kill streaks, which makes it a lot easier to get Moab if you're playing with a couple friends. But it's hard to get Moabs with playing with like five other friends or 4 other friends, just because you guys are competing for kills. Even if they're not that good, they're still going to be able to get some kills, and you're going to have to try to rush even harder, no homo, to get kills, because they're going to be taking them all. But so it's harder to get kills, and it's harder to get a Moab, or it's harder to get a high assault streak or whatever. And if they're using assault and they get their assault streak, they're just going to be taking all your kills with that assault streak, which makes it harder to get them up to get the kills from the Moab. So that's why I like playing with 2 or 3 people. I mean, it's fun playing with 5 or 6 or 4 or 5, because you can talk to people and have it like, and just there's more people in conversation. But for gameplay wise, I'd rather play with 2 or 3 people. But anyway, portable radars really counter Moabs just because that you can see everyone. But I also hate claymores and bouncy betties. I mean, they don't really do much, like, or bouncy betties don't really do much, because all you gotta do is like drop shot them or lay prone, which is really easy because I play on tactical. So I almost never die by a bouncing betty, ever, unless like I'm prone blocked or something. But if I'm not prone blocked, like if it's in the middle of nowhere, I almost never die by him, just because I know how to get around him. And if you have sit rep, it's really easy. You can just run past, or sit rep pro, you can just run past them, they don't even do anything to you. But the thing I hate about like the bouncing betties when you have sit rep pro is you still hear the little beep when it goes off. And so I always just go prone, like right as I hear that beep, because I'm so used to going prone, right as I hear that beep, because I don't usually wear sit rep pro. So when I hear that beep and I'm like on my specialist bonus and I have sit rep pro, I'll go prone right away, and I'll stay there for like a second wondering why it didn't bounce up and I didn't hear the explosion, and then I'll get up, and then sometimes it'll kill me, which makes me really mad because I'll have my specialist streak, because I normally don't use that as my original perk or in my specialist perks. But like here, like you can see I flanked him, and the guy almost turned on me because I don't have a silent streak. But something I realized is that you saw me knife a Sam turret earlier, and at that point I thought, like in this game, when I was playing this game, I thought knifing Sam turrets and stuff helped you to get your like Moab, but it actually doesn't. It's only kills. The other game, or the other day, I captured like 5 flags, and then got a 24 gun streak, and when I had 20 kills, I was wondering why I didn't get the Moab, and then I realized it, and then I got more kills. So I got pretty lucky there. I died right after I get the Moab. But here I'm just doing the victory dance, and watch how lucky I get. If he would have killed me, I would have been mad, just cause it would have mean 1 more death. But anyway, the Moab gets called in, and I was telling my teammates, don't get tags, because I want to see the explosion. So that's the Moab, and pretty cool kill cam. It's kind of funny. But anyway, thanks for watching. Peace.